Hello everyone and welcome to our presentation for attraction and event management. Today our group Nar and Sudeep will be presenting comparative analysis of two internationally recognized wildlife-based ecotourism attractions. The Phillip Island Penguin Parade in Victoria, Australia and Ōamaru Blue Penguin Colony in New Zealand. Our presentation is based on our group report, which investigates how these attractions operate, the external environmental factors influencing them, and the implication for visitor experience and long-term sustainability. Wildlife-based ecotourism plays a crucial role in connecting people with nature while supporting conservation outcomes. Both Phillip Island and Ōamaru demonstrates how this ecotourism can balance visitor employment with protection of vulnerable species. In 2023 and 2024 period, Phillip Island welcomed over 700,000 visitors successfully returning to pre-COVID patterns. Meanwhile, Ōamaru celebrates a record year with approximately 80,000 visitors, highlighting the rising demand for intimate wildlife experience. In this presentation, we will be compare their pastel environment, discuss visitor experiences, explore challenges each site faces, and provide strategic recommendations for more sustainable management.
And if you're unfamiliar with Phillip Island and the penguin parade that we're going to, basically every day the penguins leave their nests and where they live on the island to go out to sea to feed and get fish for themselves and their young, and then they come back every night around dusk, sunset time, and right now it's summer.
Hello everyone, my name is Sudip Laimchane, and in this part of our good presentation, I'll be talking about pastel analysis of Phillip Island. So let's begin. Phillip Island, the political environment strongly supports the ecotourism through Victorian government involvement and governance by Phillip Island's Nature Park. The National Tourism Policy and environmental legislation prioritize wildlife welfare, community engagement, and conservation funding. Economically, Phillip Island is one of the Victoria's largest tourism contributors, with over 700,000 visitors annually. Ticket revenue is vital for scientific research, habitat restoration, and wildlife monitoring programs. The site operates under a sustainable model where tourism directly funds conservation. Socially, the attraction places a strong emphasis on education. Schools, families, and eco-conscious visitors engage with structured learning program that promotes ethical wildlife tourism and deepens visitor awareness about conservation. Studies such as Hagem and Locke reinforces the significance of interpretation for wildlife-based tourism and outcomes. Technologically, Phillip Island is highly advanced. The use of real-time penguin monitoring, live streamings, and cameras and modern visitor centers help track penguin behavior while enhancing visitor understanding about digital tool also supports crowd flow management and on-site interpretation. From a legal perspective, operations follows strict guidelines under Wildlife Act 1975 and Environmental Protection and Biodiversity Conservation EBPC Act, ensuring penguins' welfare, responsible visitors' behavior, and control land use. Environmentally, Phillip Island faces a major concern such as coastal erosion, pollution, and pressure from high visitor volume. Climate change has intensified habitat degradation, reduced fish stock, and increased mortality risk. Ongoing restoration projects such as a dune rehabilitation and penguin burrow protection are essential to the site's survival.
Moving to Ōamaru, political support is provided through Waitaki District Council, aligning with national conservation priorities set by the New Zealand's Department of Conservation. The attractions operates under a community-based governance models with strong local involvement. Economically, blue penguin tourism is a key contributor to the regional economy, generating employment and supporting Ōamaru's identity as a sustainable ecotourism destinations. Ticket sales and international tourism remain essential for ongoing operations. Socially, the colony is deeply rooted in volunteering and community participation. Public involvement fosters a shared sense of responsibility and strengthens conservation education. The community's role distinguishes Ōamaru from Phillip Island, offering a more personalized and culture-centered experiences. In terms of technology, the colony integrates infrared cameras, modern ticketing systems, and online resources to support research and interpretation. These innovations help monitor penguin behavior with minimal disturbances. Legally, the site complies with New Zealand's Wildlife Act and Resources Management Act, which regulates wildlife protections, habitat use, and sustainable development. Environmentally, Ōamaru face significant threats including sea level rises, extreme weather, and predation from domestic animals such as dogs and cats. Proximity to the residential zones increases these pressures, making long-term planning especially challenging.
Okay, so now let's compare visitor experiences of both places. Both attractions offers memorable opportunity to observe penguin really up close, but their experiences different in style, scale, and interpretation. At Phillip Island, the visitor experience is large scale, technologically supported, and designed for high volume tourism. Features like tiered seating, elevated boardwalks, interactive digital displays, and modern infrastructure create a structured, accessible, and family-oriented environment. The site emphasizes on operational efficiency, interpretive technology, and global tourism demand. In contrast, Ōamaru provides an intimate and community-led experience. Visitors sit close to nesting boxes and engage directly with local guides, making encounter more personal and storytelling driven. Rather than large crowds, guests often move in small groups, fostering a sense of connection and slowing down the experience. While technology supports monitoring and cultural and community identity of region, shapes interpretation, offering a more authentic and quieter atmosphere. These differences reflect contrasting management philosophies. Phillip Island focuses on scale and economic reinvestment into the conservation, whereas Ōamaru emphasizes on community stewardship and local knowledge and cultural values.
Moving to the challenges part, Phillip Island faces several major challenges. High visitor volumes have contributed to ecological disturbances, including noise and pollution, which have reduced breeding success by approximately 20%. Climate-driven coastal erosion and declining fish stocks have increased adult penguin mortality by around 15%. Balancing commercial operations with conservation requirements is an ongoing challenge. Its tourism funding accounts for up to 90% of the site's operation. Ensuring visitors comply with the rules such as avoiding flash photography is also essential. Smart technologies, multilingual communication tools, and behavior management systems could help to improve the compliance and reduce environmental stress.
Ōamaru's challenges differ in scale. For example, limited financial resources restrict the development of infrastructure such as elevated heights or robust fencing. Seasonal fluctuation led to staffing instability and deferred conservation activities during wintertime. Predation from domestic animals contributes to a 20% chick mortality rate, threatening the long-term population stability. The most severe environmental risk is rising sea level, which are predicted to increase by 0.5 meters by 2100, potentially including nesting zones. Acidification and storm surges further threatened the penguin population and cultural stewardship, and the community collaboration remained essential for managing these risks.
For Phillip Island, we recommended expanding climate adaptation strategies through dune stabilization, engineer nesting protections, and vegetation restoration. Enhancing visitor behavior management using mobile interpretations tools and real-time alerts will strengthen compliance. Timed entry ticketing during peak seasons could reduce crowd density, while expanding volunteer programs will support habitat monitoring and visitor education.
See those penguins behind me? This is the procession of the little penguin here on Phillip Island.
For Ōamaru, we recommend diversifying visitor products by introducing guided night walks, seasonal events, and school programs. Strengthening predators control using enhanced fencing, traps, surveillance is really essential. Improving digital presence through virtual tours, storytelling would attract off-season visitors. Or investing in elevated or artificial nesting structures will help mitigate the impact of rising sea levels and extreme weather.
In conclusion, Phillip Island and Ōamaru represents two successful but distinct models of wildlife-based ecotourism. Phillip Island operates on a large, technologically advanced scale with strong government and financial backing, while Ōamaru provides a community centers, intimate, culturally enriched visitor experience. Both sites face environmental pressures, especially climate change and habitat degradation, but it continues to innovate through conservation, visitor education, and operational planning. Our comparative analysis shows that despite their differences, both attractions play a critical role in protecting penguin species, fostering public awareness, and creating memorable experiences for visitors worldwide.